I received a call from a friend this morning, an old friend from school. And when the call arrived, I was scared, super scared. My face flushed, my body felt the whole wave of shock. And for some backstory, it was because of the fear of judgment. We'll start with that. And the backstory is this: I'm creating content for a startup that I'm working in, I'm handling the content part. And when I'm sitting in front of the camera, I make videos. Yeah, that's the idea. Not these ones for a startup, in another channel, every other thing. And he actually found out about it through a mutual friend of ours, and I didn't tell the guy. It was just because that it popped upon his feed and he shared it with that. And so as soon as he found it, he gave me a call. When the call arrived, I was so scared. And why I was scared is this: because even though I was not scared of the judgment from strangers when I made videos, because when strangers were judging me, it didn't matter to me because I would never lose them because I never had them in the first place. But when individuals that I knew got to know about the content that I was creating, then arose the fear of judgment, because you can only lose people that you are already friends with, and they might judge you and they might not like what you do, or they might actually like it, god knows. And so that was the reason I hadn't told anybody that I was creating content who was not a direct part of my life and not actively participating in it. And so when the call came, this is how it went. He told me that, bro, I want to share this with all of my friends. I want to do this, I want to do that, I want to tell more people about it. And my answer was, please don't, please don't, don't. I don't want to tell more people. But the thing is, after a couple of hours of the incident, it's dawned upon me that maybe him telling people was a good thing, and maybe if everybody knows, it's even better. It doesn't actually matter to me, and I'll tell you why. So whatever the reason he called me for, maybe it was to make fun of me, or maybe it was something like, uh, I loved what you're doing, and why don't you share it with more people? Because I think it's nice. That's what he said on the call. So, if it's, I'll always take this one. But even if it's for making fun, everybody gets to know they are actually strangers to me. I'll tell you why they are strangers. They know me, but if I'm scared of the judgment from them, then I was never actually completely myself around them. And if I cannot be myself around the people I surround myself with, then it's a problem, it's a real issue, and I must tackle it in some manner, in some way. Because if you can't be your true self around the people that you surround yourself with, your friends, your family, anybody else, your workplace people, then they're not the right group that you should be hanging out with, because only when you are your true self will you actually contribute in any way to society, or will you actually probably be at peace with yourself. Because being a fake version that doesn't be judged, you're hanging out with the wrong group. You're never going to reach your true potential. You're never going to do world changing things, contribute to society. And so if you are in a similar position and you're scared of judgment, get judged. Maybe it'll be super scary. My whole body went into shock. So it'll be very bad, but get judged. Let go of that friend group, because really they're not the people you want to be with. The people you want to be with, you can be yourself around them without any judgment. And maybe it'll be super difficult to find this group. um, I know it is for me, but unless we find it, we can't give, and we can't be the best version of ourselves. And I hope you understand that, because it is very important to me that I am the best version of myself. And so it's about letting go the people that you're scared of being judged by, because they're not a direct part of my life. If they were, they would have knew that I created content, and I enjoyed it. It was it was very uncomfortable for me when I started it. It is still very uncomfortable for me like this, but if they're not supporting me when I'm stepping out of my comfort zone, if they're not supporting me for trying new things, then it's a declining graph in my life. And maybe when I'm past a certain point in the decline, they'll let go of me themselves. So if they don't force you to grow, it can't be a healthy relationship, because if you are the best version of yourself, you will force yourself to grow. So that's a thought for the soul. And on the fear of judgment, yeah, it's a real fear, man. It's scary as hell. And whenever you experience it, I hope you think about the few people supporting you. If you don't have them, it's not an issue. You have yourself. And you got to be your own supporter for like a very long time, until you find a real supporter who believes in the causes that you're fighting for, the actions that you're taking, the change that you want to bring in the world. And so until you find the person, you find many other people being your fans and supporting you and validating your actions. Be your own hero. And this is something I heard from somebody else, but support yourself and be kind to yourself, because you're doing things that nobody else probably would do. And if your friends aren't supporting you, let go of them. That's okay. They'll understand later. If they don't, good riddance. So take that leap of faith. Be scared of the fear of judgment, but not so scared that you'll resort to inaction. Take those dumb steps, take those scary steps, and understand that taking those scary steps, even when you're like a whimpering cat, that is being brave and doing unimaginable things. So, yes, after clearing my mind, um, it's like the fear of judgment is pretty stupid now. And I'm happy my friend gave me a call today and they found out about what I was doing, because now I can do more stuff, and I'm even more less scared of the judgment, because now everybody knows. And so even if they, I don't think they're going to remember it for more than a day. If they do, they have a lot of time on their hands, but it doesn't matter to me anyway. So have a great day. Take your leap of faith.